Thank you to Rocket Money and HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. More on them after the reaction, peeps. Citizens of the Reject Nation, it is time for Reacher Season 2, Episode 2 and 3. We're going to cover both of them back to back today. John, how you doing?
I am ready to kneel at the altar of Reacher, baby.
I think that's fine. Anyway, guys, hey, why don't you go ahead and tell us, well, what are you thinking about Reacher Season 2 thus far? If you're here watching this video, that means you've already seen these 3 episodes, so let us know in the comments what you guys are thinking. And also, hey, leave a like while you're at it. That would be extremely appreciated. Also, subscribe and click the notification bell to get notified when our reaction for episode 4 is up here on the channel. And thank you to Prepper for helping us edit down these reaction highlights. And as always, full-length reaction watch along where you sync it with your own copy of Reacher that is available for our Super Sexy Rejects over at our Patreon page. Over there, John and I cover several shows exclusively with reaction highlights and watch-alongs included. Let's get into action, people.
So if someone's coming after the 110, how come they haven't made a run at the 3 of us yet?
You were in the woods with your family. No one can ever find me, and maybe they just hadn't gotten around to Neely yet.
Damn it, Neely.
I'll call Sanchez and Orozco.
I got Dixon.
There's a black sedan across the street, a couple houses down.
Oh.
Same one as yesterday.
People just buy black sedans.
We're being followed. How you want to play this?
I'm gonna go introduce myself.
Hi, I'm Jack.
Who are you?
I normally don't talk to strangers. I don't like to get involved.
What's he think he's gonna do?
Yeah. Like a brick wall.
Just needs to hit the right spot.
Wow.
Gun!
Tough guy. Ooh.
Just like the good old days.
Yeah. You on the sidelines while I do all the work.
Hey, don't look at me. You did all the work.
And now we're going to have boatloads of paperwork to do.
Gotta say, man, major screw up. As soon as Russo wakes up, the entire NYPD's gonna be after your ass. Why'd you gotta hit him so hard, huh?
Yeah.
I was pissed about the dog, and I assumed he was involved in killing Franzi and Swan.
What did you teach us? In an investigation, assumptions kill.
And they make asses
out of you and me.
He's the investigating officer in Francis' homicide. I saw it in the files.
Oh.
NYPD saw the calls Franz made to you, flagged your name, got an alert when you bought the plane ticket. It's been on you since you landed. Question is why?
Yeah, it's your fault.
When I called Sanchez and Orozco's office, voicemail was full. Might not be a bad time to get out of Dodge, considering Cocky Balboa here just knocked out a lawman.
We'll head down to Atlantic City, see if we can find the guys.
Maybe they'll make a wanted poster of you guys.
Wait, I don't understand. Was it a car accident?
No, we just kicked the car.
I'm telling you, this guy's a beast.
Time comes, I'm gonna need some backup.
And you'll get it. You just stay on their asses. And don't this up.
Yeah. Jack's going to pick up a car by the end of the season.
Something just got so much more R-rated.
We don't have a choice. We're flagged in the system. We can't run anything under our names.
While we drive around in a stolen vehicle, we risk getting pinched.
What do you see?
I've got our solution.
You're going to Chili Palmer this?
Seducer.
That was your undercover job.
Reacher? How'd you know I was undercover?
Considering the circumstances, you would have come right away. But you didn't, which can only mean you didn't get our messages until recently. If you were on vacation, you would have checked in with your office periodically. Deep undercover, where frequent check-ins aren't always possible.
Same old Reacher.
Oh my god, there's a romance between them.
Still got your fake ID with you?
Yeah?
Use it to rent the car.
What's with all the secrecy?
Neely O'Donnell and I have been flagged in the system, and I punched out a cop.
Of course you did.
That's so hot. I love when you do that.
Make sure you get in...
SUV. I know. You need the headroom.
Yeah, the rental car lady better not mess with the special investigators.
Oh man, he definitely has a thing for her still.
Yeah.
A commanding officer at a base in Afghanistan thinks someone's stealing aviation fuel.
Siphoning off gas to resell it on the side?
Genius.
See, I don't think anybody's stealing and reselling anything. Take a look at these numbers. Every time fuel went missing from the base, it was always after a specific flight.
Ooh, Epstein.
I mean, it's a minor detail, but in an investigation, details matter.
I like that.
That's where he got it from.
Oh,
Origins.
Jack, details.
There's been no indication of black market fuel sales anywhere on or around the base. So how does all that fuel go missing?
Best way to make gas disappear is to burn it up.
Yeah, where are they flying?
When those planes land, the amount of fuel in the tanks is exactly what's expected, and that gets logged into the books. So how does that happen?
Someone siphons it mid-flight.
The excess fuel is being used to transport more weight than people realize is on the plane.
Oh.
Something heavy and secret is being moved.
UFOs.
Exactly. Contraband in the Humvees, drugs, guns, stolen cash, all of the above.
NFTs.
Good work, Dixon. You just found a case worthy of our attention.
Dixon.
Oh, Jack!
I'll go celebrate. Let you buy me a drink.
Bench press me.
I gotta keep working on these reports.
Ooh,
Wow, dude.
come on.
Excellent work, Dixon.
Yeah, no problem.
Wow.
Like I said, numbers always tell the story.
So
Blocked.
forward, and you just shut that shit down
Nah, man.
like it was a Jehovah's Witness at your front door.
Oof.
Like
Not
it was
today,
a telemarketer
Jesus.
call.
My long distance is fine.
So, numbers telling you a story.
Possum Kingdom story.
Maybe the numbers represent hard quantities.
Like 8 out of 10 something's not just 4/5 of something. Beyond that, 2 things stick out. None of these are 100%, meaning there's no 9 out of 9 or 10 out of 10.
Uh-oh.
The first 4 pages have 26 numbers, the 5th has 27, and the last 2 have 26 again.
They're all movie reviews.
What about James Barr? I mean, that guy's got the skills and the screw loose.
Yeah.
Can't picture him throwing someone out of a helicopter. Plus, I ran into him in Indiana last year. He owes me now.
Hey, calling a favor.
There's no blues station.
We're in Jersey.
Seems so sad.
I know, he just wants to learn about the blues.
Sad Reacher.
Oh.
They're headed towards Atlantic City, probably gonna try to find their missing buddies.
All in the same place at once.
You remember what I said about needing backup? I know some local talent.
Well, bring in whoever you need.
Hold auditions.
I just want them dead by tomorrow. Fuck dead.
Ooh.
Robert Patrick thinks he's in some B movie show.
Yeah. that's a once in a lifetime inflection right there. Every place ransacked. Did they find what they were looking for? Were they mad?
Just like France's office.
And our hotel rooms.
You said they hadn't trashed Swan's place. Add that to the list of things that must mean something.
They trashed it almost exactly the same way.
Yeah, methodically.
Am I the only one of us that doesn't have this photo?
Yep.
Got mine.
Got mine.
On my bookshelf. Where's your next?
A bar. Look at these photos with Sanchez and this woman.
Uh-oh.
Who under 50 frames photos?
We do.
But she's framed, so she's important. We're going to the Lucky Lounge.
I like that Reacher has a team, and I like the chemistry. At the same time, I would like the personalities and the lines to be a little bit more distinguishable.
Feels a little bit more like a detective procedural than like a character mystery.
I don't feel like the lines given to them distinguish their personalities enough.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
It's like they got the rhythm, but it's the actual specificity of the lines.
This woman working today? For you?
Friends of Horace Sanchez?
Hey, Doles.
Uh-oh.
These guys say they're friends of Sanchez. Want to talk to Molina. Take him back to the office.
Take him back to the office and beat the shit out of him. We got this. This is going to go well. We're in control. This is our turf.
Damn, everywhere they walk, there's just like organized crime. Oh, or they're just protecting her.
Isn't that the girl from the photo?
Oh, shit.
Yep.
I just want to get a medium rare steak.
Please, my order. I just want to check.
What's going on, fellas?
You guys are going to stop coming around here messing with our friends.
Look, pal. You somehow got the...
Ooh, that was like a smack almost.
Guys, it's just clearly a misunderstanding. There's no need to beat the shit out of it.
Yeah.
They think you're someone else.
Ooh. Like, try and explain at least. Whoa, dog.
It's a good thing O'Donnell and I didn't go in. Something could have gone wrong.
It still did.
Making friends, big fella?
He's still not doing shit, that guy.
I know. He's just chilling.
My guys were just looking out for me.
Scary dude came in here asking for her about a week ago. Said he was working with Sanchez and Orozco on some big security job.
We got a fight scene. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's
we got
fine.
what we came here for.
He wanted to know if Sanchez had left any kind of digital storage device with me. I got a bad vibe off the guy. So as soon as he left, I called Jorge. He didn't answer.
Oh, no.
You tried asking France about this?
We can't.
Why not?
Someone threw him out of a helicopter.
Yeah.
Wow, just revealing information. This is why you don't have a photo, Jack.
Yeah. No chill, no tact. Tact reacher.
Last time I saw Jorge, he was sitting on that stool right there. He got a call. It seemed important. He repeated a couple numbers, kind of like he was surprised by them or worried maybe.
Oh.
Do you remember the numbers?
Yeah, 650 at 100K each. No idea what he meant by that.
You're sure that's what he said?
Oh.
I think it's a code.
You remember the last words someone you love said to you?
They all communicate in these money amounts.
Sanchez and Orozco do freelance casino security. I mean, maybe it all started with them. They stumbled onto something big. They needed help.
So they reached out to Franz, maybe Swan. Guess this whole thing could be tied to gaming.
Follow the money.
I'll be your server. What can I get you?
Don't trust her. Kick her ass. Fight scene.
Yeah, crush her skull.
The casino's director of security.
So, you're the 110.
What's left of us?
Now, Sanchez and Orozco talk about you guys all the time.
Lachlan Monroe, what's up?
We have reason to believe they might be dead.
How can I help?
These numbers mean anything to you?
Not offhand.
What about the phrase 650 and 100K each?
What's this all about?
We think Sanchez and Orozco may have been looking into a $65 million gambling scam.
Well, in that case, your 650 could be rigged slot machines or fixed hands of poker, but at 100K per hand, that'd be incredibly high stakes.
Yeah. So this is like Ocean's 11.
We're not missing a penny.
What about your competitors?
I can ask around, see if anyone knew what Sanchez and Orozco were working on. That might narrow it down for you.
While you're at it, run these names.
Ooh.
This might take a few hours. Where are you guys staying?
Don't know yet.
Well, then please allow me.
Not necessary.
I don't know any friends of Sanchez and Orozco.
Don't trust this guy.
Yeah, I don't trust anybody.
Looks like all we have available is a suite. I guess that'll have to do.
What an asshole.
We'll be fine at a motel.
When someone offers to comp you a suite, just say yes.
Jack Sweetcher.
I bet this place has a spa. We're taking schwitz.
Dips on the ocean view.
Oh my God, Christian Grey used to live here.
Trying to sway him. No, suspected.
Nah, but we saw his schedule, though. It was booked up. I believe the guy. I believe everyone.
You're pregnant?
No, shit no.
No, she's engaged. What, you didn't know? Someone finally lassoed our little filly.
Aww.
Didn't.
Jack, unrequited love.
You guys can unsave the date.
Seriously?
Yeah, I mean, you know me. I've always been a numbers gal. Plan said to get married at a certain age, certain year.
Certain hour, certain time, certain minute.
Text messages were from his niece, who was visiting.
Aw.
I realized that when I thought he was cheating,
You were relieved.
I was relieved. I mean, he's a decent man. I don't know if you're going to...
Try to hide your glee. Jack Gleacher.
I mean, don't you want to feel excitement, a little jolt of...
I've been waiting 6 years to find my wife cheating.
And I was pissed.
Good for you. Carla Dixon doesn't settle.
Thank you.
Oh.
Corporate world doesn't seem that different from the army, and that always felt a little like a cage. Just didn't know anything else. Then one day I was in a bar and someone plays Howlin' Wolf, singing about trains going by in the night.
Yeah, there you go.
That sounded like real freedom to me.
Jumping on freight trains? Like Boxcar Willie?
That's what he does.
Mostly I take buses or hitchhike.
Jack Train Car.
Where do you eat?
I steal pie off windowsills. Sometimes people who pick me up share a meal with me. Sometimes I share with them.
And where do you sleep?
Cheap motels mostly.
Oh.
Oh.
Unattended boats and marinas are good for a night. Flatbeds of parked trucks. Had a great night's sleep in a hammock I spotted in some guy's backyard once till the sprinklers went off.
Ah.
So he's a hobo.
Jack Sprinkler.
Don't you ever get lonely?
Oh.
Jack Loner.
I got my diners driving.
We needed that scene so bad.
I know.
I really need that scene.
Yeah, we did, boy. Characters.
Geez,
character
yeah.
work.
Really needed it. Yeah, this is where, this is where Jack Hobo Reacher comes in handy. Yeah.
Yes. All you can eat.
Those are thinking we spend the day here and then we'll investigate challenges and all that later.
Yeah.
Stock up for the week
to maintain.
Yeah. Maybe hit the gym 4 times a day.
Feel like they do make a point in this show of showing how much he eats. Jack Feeder.
It just
Jack
naturally goes into his muscles.
Yes, just directly.
It's
like Popeye. He just eats spinach.
He doesn't need to actually weightlift.
Looks like I'm not the only one who couldn't sleep.
Numbers relax me. Figured if I was going to do math, I might as well make some walking around money.
Jack numbers.
Blackjack Reacher.
I could double down and risk it all for potentially larger payout, or
That was a freeze frame.
the next card out of that shoe is going to bust you. My grandmother always said pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered.
She's no hog.
Jack Hogger.
15. Too many.
You're having a very lucky night. Maybe you'd like to celebrate with a concert. On us.
Whoa.
Tiffany and Taylor Dane performing their biggest hits. If you hurry, you can actually catch a second half.
I'm having fun.
Get the hell out of my table.
We know you with counting cards.
Which isn't illegal if you do it in your head. Want to use those muscles and help me carry these to the cashier window? You can give these tickets to the guy in the members only jacket. It looks like you would enjoy some 80s ladies.
Ooh. Bitch. It's what you get, pit boss.
Oh, she knows the cops. She knows he's watching.
Startup costs are prohibitive.
First step's always the hardest.
Is that why? Back in the day, you and I never happened.
Oh, Jack Stepper.
How much did you drink back at the hotel room?
Enough to ask you that question. I mean, come on, Reacher. It's not like I didn't drop any hints.
Like, let's go to dinner.
Like, let's literally have a date, please.
I was your boss. It wouldn't have been right.
Well, I waited years for that answer, and it's pure Reacher.
Yep.
So, can I ask you another question?
Jack answer.
What do you want to do about the 2 guys that are following us?
Jack Beater.
Jack Beater.
See that car parked up the street with the New York dealer tags? Pretty sure it was behind us on the expressway when we came into town. Also pretty sure when we walk by it, the man with the gun will step out. Then when we turn around, the guys behind us won't be so far behind anymore.
The hottest homeless man ever.
Yeah.
I might go over the fence. Go.
Yeah. Damn. Give him a boost. Whoa.
Whole fence comes down.
Jack Climber.
We open fire in a residential area, cops get called. You get locked up. Let's do this without guns.
I think the key to this show is pair up Jack with a hot woman.
Yes.
Who can match his wit.
Yeah. But is also super resourceful in her own unique way.
Yeah.
And who can call him on his bullshit.
Not a damsel in distress.
Yeah. I'm going to beat these dudes down with a crane. Oh, no.
Cement.
Concrete shoes.
Mr. Observant could not observe that.
Yeah. It's a little
foot away from
interesting. And is not going to do anything about it.
What can you do about it? Oh, shit. No, I got
smooth this over. Or maybe it's an intentional diversion.
The way he looked at it did not seem...
But he's like, I could use this.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, that was not intentional. Trying to give benefit of the doubt to my man. Whoa, dog.
Ouch.
Woo-hoo. Owie.
Jack Bleeder.
Ow. Oh,
God.
nice.
That's the way to kill a man.
Jack Cinderblock.
So, no rhyme there, John.
Cinder starts it off. You can add on.
Ooh.
No.
Just something in his neck. What the f***'s happening there?
Just stab in the crotch with a palette knife.
Funny, the cement blocks are actually made of like some type of foam to protect the guy's stuntman's fall.
Yeah. It's not Jack using it, but Jack Crowbar. Oh,
do the leg wrap around the. Oh my God.
Yeah, do the Black Widow move. Oh. Ah.
Shove his face in there.
Yes, Walk of Fame. That is a very wet cement pile. You're dead.
Damn, Reacher. When we were kids, we just wrote our names in it.
It's the members-only jacket guy from the casino.
If they went after us, they might go after Neely and O'Donnell, too.
They're not gonna go into a busy hotel with cameras everywhere.
No ID. Let's search this asshole's car.
Maybe you could bang in the car.
Jack backseater.
Looks like someone did their homework.
Jack teacher.
Is it done?
Not in the way you expected.
Oh, shit.
Hey.
Jack Revealer.
You're with the wrong guy, Reacher.
This guy had effort every line.
I know.
You should know that this doesn't end well for you.
Then why are you the one that sounds scared?
I'm not scared.
You're scared.
You're scared.
I got all the power in this call seat.
Block. Star 67.
Plate's been scratched off. These guys are pros. Should have left one of them alive.
Yeah, they didn't give us much of a choice, did they?
Maybe didn't have to suffocate that one weak man in cement.
Yeah. Nah, man.
Parking lot pass.
He got the unbreakable treatment.
New Age Technologies. Stamped yesterday morning.
I think it's what you call a clue.
I'm getting a clue.
I'm thirsty. Want to get a beer?
Oh. Jack Suture, let's go. Would you like to help me clean my ab wound?
It's like New Age is an aerospace company.
Any ties to Atlantic City?
Not that I can see. Headquarters are based in New York.
Bandage of that one ab. Is your boob okay?
A piece of shrapnel bit me. I didn't notice with all the adrenaline pumping.
Oh my God. Check out the shrapnel.
Get out, Jack. Jack, clean her.
What you doing?
Yeah.
Jack mommy.
Jack mother.
Yes.
Thanks.
Aw, these two. Oh.
In a Reacher, it's perfectly normal to be lonely sometimes.
Oh.
You don't have to be lonely tonight.
Oh.
Thanks. I want to cuddle.
There's no better time.
Jack Ritchson.
Oh, yeah. Jack employer.
Oh, my golly. Yes. Oh, these two.
He can't be on top. He would destroy her.
Yes. Yeah. I will physically rend you. It's good. Their power dynamic.
One
back
thrust,
and forth
she falls through that bed.
Ripped in half like a phone book. 20 miles outside of Denver, Colorado. They're in Colorado. You love Colorado.
All 650 will be in the truck.
Oh!
There are at least 2 good ambush points marked on the route.
It's a clue.
He's working his way across the country.
They'll all be used overseas. I was told that was the deal.
Absolutely.
Kill him.
Truck driver won't be harmed? Of course. I would never harm anyone.
Oh, you sociopath, you.
We need to talk to you about what happened last night.
Oh, the whole hotel heard what happened last night.
Thin walls.
But when I was looking into things, Atlantic City PD told me that 2 more bodies have been discovered in upstate New York near where they found your other friend. Judging by the decomposition, they'd been there a while.
Ugh.
Got a copy of the police report for you.
He can just get that?
Well, he's a powerful casino owner guy. He could get anything. He won them in a game of cards.
Oh, no, it is him.
Oh, he's that tattoo. He's got the tattoo. Unless somebody removed the tattoo.
When he joined the army, his sister was terrified he'd be killed with some disfiguring wounds. Said his dog tags could be blown off. To calm her down, he got his name and service number tattooed across his back. Looked ridiculous. He didn't care. He loved his sister.
That light.
Their wounds matched Franzi's.
Meaning he was tortured and tossed out of a helicopter.
Woof.
No one using any of the names you gave me, Orozco and Sanchez, they weren't working on anything for any of them. No one has hit any of the casinos.
You don't have anything to worry about? New York ghost tags, New York parking pass.
It's all New York. Oh. Poor Orozco.
Where the hell you going?
Back to New York.
We're gonna need more guns.
Whoa. Jeepers. I didn't realize that Neely had such a cereal thing. Just had 2 cereal T-shirts and was eating a different cereal just now. It's crazy. So much cereal product placement.
10 days.
Oh. No.
This ends right now, Calvin, if you want it to. Just tell me what you figured out and who else knows it. We've already got a beat on your buddies in Atlantic City, so you're not saving them by not talking.
Yeesh. They're a hard bargain. Ooh.
That's when he started saying the F word a bunch.
I'm done with this, okay? I'm trying to be polite.
Oh, God.
Bringing back some of that harshness. Jesus. So just he did it?
Yeah, guess you're just going to tell us. Reacher was right. The man was tortured beforehand.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, but he was still dropped out alive.
What's so funny? I'm just thinking about what the big guy's gonna do to you.
That's cool.
Yeah. You and us both.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Big guy? Who the hell was he talking about?
Title smash, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'll take the 17, 2 19s, that Beretta, and 3 burners.
Once you apply for your permit, there's a 7-day waiting period before you can purchase a firearm. You can only buy one in a 30-day window.
Rules say you can lend these firearms to a friend, which, as you know, is one of the conditions for legal temporary transfer under New Jersey law. Nice to meet you, friend. I'm Joe Gordon.
Legal temporary transfer between family and friends can only be used for sporting purposes, so I assume you're going to be target shooting.
Yeah.
Of course.
Hunting?
A combination of both.
Training for a Hollywood picture.
Firearms be back within an 8-hour period.
Technically, every moment in time exists within an 8-hour period.
Firearms can only be used in the presence and supervision of the legal owner, and that would be me.
Join the team, buddy.
How about you be with me in spirit, Frank?
That's $100 right there.
There's more where that came from.
Well, if it's good enough for God, it's good enough for me.
God loves money. And how much for some of these guitars?
All I'm saying is I want to use my own personal sidearm, okay?
I want this to be traceable to me.
You really want to get busted shooting people with a gun registered in your name?
Fine, but I don't gotta like it.
What does he contribute to the team exactly?
He's cool. He's got great drips. He's sexy. He's kind of like Sam Rockwell.
We don't know Swan's dead. Not for sure.
Swan's as dead as his dog.
The dog?
I think I found what we need. JD's Motel, Belt Parkway. It's perfect.
I feel like the music is so overpowering in this season.
A bit.
It just like drowns out a lot of the scenes.
You okay with staying somewhere so fancy?
I like having the music, but like it doesn't feel as meaningful as it did last time. It feels like just there's music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like David Ayer's Suicide Squad.
Which he definitely intended to have that particular kind of soundtrack.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Ayer cut, guys.
Yeah, definitely. Even more pop songs than last time. Oh, this guy actually looks kind of creepy.
You 4. Wait here.
You think anyone found out about the friends you and Dixon made in Atlantic City?
Unless they decided to report concrete.
Jack Friendster.
Wake me up if something happens.
Whoa, you taking a nap right now?
I'm going to be arrested, but I got a feeling it's going to take a while.
Jack Sleeper. Nap Reacher. 2 hours later.
These are very interesting NYPD officers.
Hey, slugger.
Get out.
Pay you back the bail money.
Don't forget the room and the plane ticket.
What are you waiting for? Get out.
See the copy?
Yeah. They kicked the hood in and beat the shit out of him.
You went to law school, right?
Yeah, Rutgers.
So, kinda.
You can kiss my ass.
This guy's my lawyer.
He'll feel.
Shit. If you separate us during transport, you'll be creating a contestable issue that I assure you I will win on appeal in the slim chance a conviction actually comes to pass.
None of that is remotely accurate.
We can agree to disagree, Rutgers.
Rutgers. Jack Rucker.
Hey.
How'd you find us?
I drove around looking for the car with a giant asshole in it.
I was walking here.
Pulled all the security footage from the car rental companies at the airport. I saw you talking to that number in a business suit.
Oh, this guy might be an all right guy.
Yeah.
Why do you have toys back here?
Hey, put that away.
Oh, is this your icebreakers for the kiddies on the playground?
That ain't even funny.
That's Turbo Man.
It's a bag of none of your fucking business.
I'll take care of my fucking children.
I'm a loving fucking father. Except New York and not Boston.
I'm Marlo Burns, New Age Director of Operations.
Not my thing, but nice to meet you.
Okay.
This parking pass was found in a person of interest's car. We were hoping you could provide more information about who it was issued to.
And how interesting they were.
1,000 employees with dozens of divisions, countless visitors coming here every day regarding the scores of projects we're developing.
Who knows who works here?
This isn't just any case we're working on. The victims happen to be our friends.
Oh, God.
I'll see what I can find.
Damn. Women with personal touch, very different from the boys.
Want to tell us what this is about? Besides your bruised face? I think it's more about his bruised ego.
That was a sucker punch, okay?
Technically, the airbag sucker punched you.
And when this is all over, we're gonna go again, and I'm gonna beat your ass to the ground.
Well, why don't you just take off the cuffs, rescind the arrest, and you guys can settle it right here?
You're going to be the new Finley.
What kind of lawyer are you?
The best the 91st ranked law school in the country can produce.
I got bad news.
Our friends Sanchez and Orozco are dead. Kidnapped and bodies found upstate.
I heard directly from the Catskill PD. How the hell you guys know about that?
Guess we're just 2 steps ahead of you, Sipowicz.
Hey, NYPD Blue.
You were actively interfering with my investigation. And if you want me to arrest you and put you in the tombs, I can make that happen. That's not gonna solve these murders. And me and you both wanting that is the one thing we have in common.
Oh, my God, he's going to be a good guy. He's a
Kind of like this
good
guy. Yeah.
When I looked into the 110th, Calvin Franz's phone logs had multiple calls to you, Tony Swan, Jorge Sanchez, Manuel Orozco. But he didn't call you, though. Why is that?
I don't have a phone.
You guys were in the same unit for years. Now you're all being killed off. Something's going on, and I think you guys know things.
Well, yeah.
If we share what we've got, you better have something for us in return.
Jack Negotiator.
I like the cop.
Our records show that parking pass 6322 was issued to a man named Trevor Seropian. He's not an employee. He was here for an interview. He runs an office maintenance company, washing windows, waxing floors.
Laundering money.
Boring.
But his resume was still on file with his address.
Oh, we're going to Emerson Drive.
650 at 100K. What the hell is being sold that's worth 65 million?
A sale's an assumption. In an investigation, assumptions kill. $65 million, a $65 million cover-up, a $65 million bribe.
Well, whatever your friends were involved in, it was big enough to get them killed.
65 million big.
That it's you who's in on this.
I'm no dirty cop.
You followed us without ever identifying yourself, and you brought us in here to find out what we know, but never formally arrested me. Seems like you want to keep things off the books.
He doesn't trust.
He knows somebody.
Well, you just gave Reacher what he wanted.
I don't take envelopes. You got that?
What if you need an envelope to mail something?
Yeah, I'll touch any envelope. You'll never see me with one. Deliver all documents poisonally.
A great way to demonstrate your integrity would be to share some intel with us that we don't already know.
Oh,
91st.
I've seen this guy and stuff before.
We got a suspect.
How'd you find him?
Printer in Franz's office.
We searched that office ourselves.
But the memory card was intact. Had the tech geeks look it over. They found an unfinished job in the queue. It didn't print due to low ink.
Azari Mahmoud.
He's known to Interpol as a weapons broker for terrorist organizations.
Mahmoud could be who we're looking for. He's a ghost. No pictures of him anywhere. Sanchez and Roscoe dug this guy up for Franz.
Damn.
The list of aliases we found on a flash drive that belonged to Franz. This guy's name most likely isn't Azari Mahmoud.
You were never going to mention that?
Hey.
Damn, you remember all that? You remember all that?
Yeah, photographic memory. Jack eats his ginkgo biloba.
We're gonna need to pull Neely and the others off that arson case.
What? Come on, this is a bar brawl gone wrong.
Past Reacher.
It could be a stamp from club, like you get outside a door, except on his palm.
We showed pictures of Private Sims to all the employees. No one recognized him. He definitely wasn't involved in some fight that led to this. He hit every inch of the place, and it wasn't easy because the ladies were barely letting me get by.
Oh.
He was never in that bar. His pant cuffs are wet. Couple potholes back there filled with last night's rain. He was running for his life. Cut through this lot, splashed a pothole, got slowed down, got popped in the back.
I could have put this together.
Yep.
It was transferred off something he was holding onto while he ran. Look how the ink smudged. Came off a glassine wrapper.
He stole someone's drugs?
A kite. Because it gets you high.
Lieutenant Colonel.
Oh, cut the shit, Reacher. I'm in my Wranglers, for Christ's sake. So, what do we have here? The ever-winning combination of booze, men, and guns?
Replace booze with drugs. From the looks of it, Private Sim stole some, ran, and got caught.
Oh, no.
You and your team open the file and dig in. Keep me updated if there's anything I can do to help. For now, my butter pecan's melting.
And I got some drugs in the back as well.
You really made an impression.
It's a fighter kite. Saw these all the time in Afghanistan. Kite fighting's popular there. So is heroin production. The aviation fuel case. Let's pull that file. You might know what was weighing down all those planes.
And find me anyone flying a kite right now.
And see if you got any heroin on you.
You're quiet. What you thinking?
There's more friggin' cereal.
I'm thinking you're gonna figure out those numbers. We're gonna find those, and they're gonna learn exactly why you do not mess with the special investigators.
Reacher sure knew what he was doing when he put us together, didn't he?
Guy's got good instincts.
Guy's got good everything.
Oh, good D. He's got the D.
Jacked penis.
I honestly thought he wasn't interested. He keeps everybody at a distance except you.
I like how we are. Distance is comfortable.
Oh, no.
So how'd that happen?
No idea. But I do know even when days, months, even years go by without us speaking, Reacher will be there when I need him.
True that.
That's it. It's days and months.
Oh.
Oh, you said just the right shit.
There's 7 sheets, right? On each sheet, there's 26 or 27 numerical tabulations. I mean, if you run them all together, you could fit everything on 1 page instead of 7. But clearly, they wanted 7.
Oh.
Yeah.
The specific calculation of data makes it even more relevant that all of the pages have 26, except for one. One has 27.
What I was going to say. Because...
Did nothing since you said, oh my God.
Just punch somebody.
Each page is a month, but not every month has the same amount of days. But if you work 6 days a week, that totals 26 or 27 days, depending on which day that particular month starts or ends on.
Yes.
Are you going to sleep with Jack again? Do something I understand.
Can we get back to the real matter at hand?
Something was supposed to happen 9 or 10 or 12 or 13 times a day, Monday through Saturday, but it didn't always come out right.
It's not just that it didn't always come out right.
That's what she said.
Numbers went from pretty good in month 1 to abysmal in month 7. What kind of somethings were they counting?
Who's slacking off at work?
We got a recent hit on this AM, and one of the names on the list, Alexander Markopoulos, just bought a ticket for a flight from Denver to JFK that boards in an hour.
Denver.
As soon as AM checks in, we got him.
But he disposes of his passports.
Yeah, it's not going to be that easy.
He burns them in the bathrooms.
Jack Burner.
He's going to be able to identify anyone who looks remotely suspicious, like right now.
Oh, no, dude. But everyone's suspicious. These undercover guys are so rigid.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that.
You're not sorry.
He just stole the whole identity.
I've been delayed.
What do you mean delayed?
Do I really have to define the word delayed for you? I'll still be there, just a bit later than expected.
That actually did clear things up, thank you.
My IDs are burned.
How much do you think they know?
If there was a clear link between us, you'd be speaking to your lawyer right now instead of me.
Well, you're supposedly the expert on all this, and we had a deal.
Deal.
Have you done a deal like this before? For the type of product being purchased at the price offered?
Are you in over your head, sir?
No.
I have. Like you Americans say, this is not my first rodeo.
But how are you going to get into New York without an ID?
Hey, everywhere I go, someone looks like me.
He's going to get cosmetic surgery?
To look like that doctor who looks like him and then poses the doctor. It's a one-stop shop.
Shit, she's right. Of course she's right. It's numbers.
Hey.
Seropians, home sweet home.
Can you get me some info on that house next door?
I still bet she's a bad guy.
Yeah.
Barbara Gottelsman. She's 79, so be nice.
Why wouldn't I be nice?
I love old ladies, and old ladies love me.
Hello, is this Miss Gottelsman of 950 Emerson Drive?
Yes?
I found Trevor Seropian's wallet on the sidewalk, but I wanted to make sure he still lives there before I mail it back. Picture has a scar on his face.
That's Trevor. You know, his trash cans have been on the curb for days now.
Shut up, you old hack.
So it's actually his house. Should go see what we can find.
Right after we make a stop at the hardware store.
Gotta gear up to beat that old lady. Wowie. Whoa. Woof. Ow! With the nails.
Was it a nail bomb?
Gun. Or, yeah, nail bomb. Damn. Ooh. Oh, harsh.
God, I would love to not do that to someone.
Definitely not. Never. But, you know, maybe a little bit.
I would never, not just once, want to do that. Maybe twice with a camera. So I could watch it over and over again. Never want to do that.
And get it from multiple angles, you know.
Fist fight.
Ooh. Damn, dude.
Cool shot.
Nice trick with the swinging door.
Do you need to get Alan Ritchson on screen?
Who's behind the island? Michael Myers.
There's a man with a knife around here.
He brought a knife to a Reacher fight. He's in the fridge. Oh. Whoa! Jeez.
Nice.
Tactical.
Where are the cops?
Oh, we got the vest, though.
Man, you gotta be just so well trained to be able to fake your death like that.
Yes. Slow my heart rate down. Bonk, bonk. Owie.
Prove why you're useful.
This wouldn't have happened if it was my Glock. Oh, my goodness. Nice. I almost got Black Christmas there, boy. Oh! Oh, the brass. Let's go. That was your thing. That's right.
Oh, pregnancy shot.
Throw it at him.
Shooting at his chest. Good shot, Mr. Magoo.
Nice cover.
Bulletproof vests.
I wish I didn't keep shooting at his bulletproof vests.
Yes. If only I had shot a little above or a little below the bulletproof vest. Hot. Drive into the front door. Throw your gun at the car. Shoot the tires out.
But they shouldn't enter there.
Oh, no. Oh, this guy's definitely in over his head.
Oh, my God. It's a Ferris Bueller.
Yes.
I weightlifts. I don't do cardio.
Yeah. I'll throw a grill at him.
I'll ride the barbecue.
And it's just some random guy who wanted to get away from the explosion.
Who sent you? Brian Collins. Who do you work for? New Age?
Oh, don't tell me.
Are you having a heart attack?
Yeah. Oh, my.
Hey!
Oh.
Collins! Who's running this operation?
Jack EM teacher.
First resuscitate him.
Yeah.
Bring him back.
You're going to crush his chest with those compressions.
Asshole.
Medic. Get this man a medic.
That's so funny.
Guy in the car was from New Age. Found an ID.
Well, I'm glad you found something, because these guys ain't got jack shit.
Jack shitter.
Hey.
Bet you wish you had a change of clothes now, huh? One pair of slacks, Jack?
Pants reacher.
Slack reacher.
Yes.
What were you thinking?
We were thinking we were being set up. There were hitmen who tried to kill us in Atlantic City. They failed.
Ooh.
But they had a parking pass for a company called New Age.
So you were never going to mention that?
While O'Donnell and I were being unlawfully detained by you. Where the director of operations gave them the name and address of the person the pass was issued to.
An assassin left his address.
This guy's such a New York cop.
Yep.
So you four guys just decided to walk into a place where you knew people were waiting to kill you.
Well, in our defense, we did blow it up first.
Yes.
We got confirmation this all goes through New Age.
So you get this from the guy you shot, blew up, or the asshole who died by barbecue?
He was stopped by barbecue. He died from trans fats.
Ouch, man. Don't shame the guy. Poor actor.
He died for trans fats. The guy who died in the car was Lee Child.
Oh, of course. Of course. Has to be.
After what we did tonight, it's going to be tough for us to work the case if the cops get onto us.
They're not. Once I heard the description of the perp, I raced down there, and I got official statement from Mrs. Gottelsman.
Okay.
Let's just say I didn't get all your dimensions correct in my report.
Hey.
I don't like doing that.
No, because you're not a dirty cop.
I don't take envelopes.
I don't take any envelopes.
I don't go to the post office. I don't even know what a stamp is.
Don't bring me postage. I don't know nothing about that.
Let me give you a number so you don't have to come around where you're not wanted every time you need to talk.
And you don't have to mail me using an envelope.
It's not mine. It belonged to someone I killed.
I killed about. Someone I killed about.
I'm serious. No more cowboy shit.
Yeah, okay.
Think you're in charge?
What are we gonna do now, boss?
Saddle up.
Maybe it's him.
Because we're about to do a whole lot of cowboy shit.
Ha ha.
Where'd you park?
2 clicks down the road on the right.
Assignments.
Server room.
HR. Director of Operations Office.
I'll take everything else. To be safe, no more than 2 minutes to get what you can to meet at Dixon's car. And if I'm late, don't wait for me.
I'll take down the whole police force.
Oh, I love you, Reacher.
He's gonna die this episode. Oh, Jack's ski mask.
Oh my God. Whoa, this is a crazy shot. Damn.
Yeah.
Holy shit. This is some great stunt work.
Yeesh. Let's go, team. Ooh.
Wow, they, like, 5 seconds later did a bunch of cowboy shit.
Yeah. Wowie. Music.
Fun. They gotta make it look like a regular breaking and entering.
Take the picture. Jack picture.
He notices things on walls.
Of course.
No, I'm not leaving him here.
I don't want to go either, but I don't defy an order from Jack Reacher. He said go, we go.
He's gonna kill all of us if you don't go.
Stop!
You were gonna leave without me?
Can't believe you were going to leave me.
Hey.
Asshole.
Get going before you're all arrested.
Burn everything we stole.
Yeah. Stick it to him.
Holy shit, it's Swan.
Oh, no.
I was working at New Age.
Damn.
With the people who've been trying to kill us.
At 2 Swan.
That's a reveal.
Yeah.
Oh, well, he was just clearly undercover.
Yeah.
Climbing the ranks.
Yeah, he was just doing what needed to be done, all right.
Jeez.
Whew.
Aloha, Reject Nation. Greg here. So if many of you guys know, most of my days are a couple of hours of filming, and then most of the time it's dedicated to like editing and a bunch of other computer work, often accumulating to like 10 to 12 hours a day. And on top of that, comfort food is like my life's biggest vice. But as many of you also know, working out and getting healthier has been a massive component for me this year in particular. So in this whirlwind, I have found myself a perfect ally for quick, healthy meals, America's #1 meal kit, a meal kit that I have subscribed to prior to ever agreeing to working with them. So yes, this is a genuine testimony, and that is of course for HelloFresh. And HelloFresh isn't just about ease, it's about bringing health and flavor to your doorstep. And this holiday season, forget about the stress of planning meals for your health-conscious friends. Friends like me, who will breathe down the back of your neck being like, I can't eat that, that's unhealthy. So with HelloFresh, I'm looking forward to hosting holiday dinners that are not only delicious, but also cater to healthy lifestyles. Best part, the variety, it is incredible. I'm pescatarian, so they have these delicious meals just like Dijon onion crunch salmon over lemon broccoli spaghetti. And for my more plant-based days, the vegan maple carrot power bowls. They aren't just meals, they're culinary adventures. I learned the word culinary. During a long day, the last thing I want to do is spend a while cooking. And that's where HelloFresh's 15-minute meals are a lifesaver. They're quick, nutritious, and oh so tasty, perfect for my nonstop lifestyle. So why not join me in making this holiday season both health conscious and delicious with HelloFresh? With over 45 recipes and seasonal add-ons to choose from every week, there's always something new to try. And here's something to cheer about. Go to HelloFresh.com/rejectsfree and use code rejectsfree for free breakfast for life. Is that accurate? That sounds way too good to be true. There's no way that can be true. Go to HelloFresh.com/rejectsfree and use code rejectsfree for free breakfast for life. One breakfast item per box, as long as your subscription is active. Tag your HelloFresh creations with hashtag HelloFreshPicks and at HelloFresh. And let's cook up some fun and healthiness, Reject Nation. Remember, it's America's #1 meal kit. Hey, Reject Nation. You know, running Real Rejects is an incredible journey. It's something I am truly grateful for, but I gotta be real with you for 1 second here. Managing the business side, especially taxes, to put it lightly, is incredibly overwhelming. It's like navigating a maze without a map. And that's where our sponsor, Rocket Money, comes in. A sponsor, when approached, I was so excited to work with because, I kid you not, just last month, I started using Rocket Money because I needed to sort out this financial puzzle. And honestly, it's been quite eye-opening. Not just for taxes, but boy, oh boy, that whole cliche of this app is true. I discovered apps and subscriptions I have been paying for that I had not used in ages. It is like finding out you've been leaving lights on in a room that you never use. So yes, Rocket Money isn't just another app. It's like a freaking financial guardian angel. It finds and cancels those forgotten subscriptions, monitors your spending, and even battles to lower your bills. Thank God. It's as if they're personally invested in saving your hard-earned money. Like I really try to be on top of my expenses. But Rocket Money, they show me blind spots. With a simple tap, I can cancel unnecessary subscriptions. They even handle the hassle of negotiating with customer services. A relief, my goodness. To put it into perspective, Rocket Money has helped over 5 million users save an average of $720 a year. That's more than just numbers. It's a peace of mind. So I invite you, my fellow rejects, in taking control of your finances. So go ahead, visit rocketmoney.com/rejects. Once again, that's rocketmoney.com/rejects. Let's save together. rocketmoney.com/rejects. I really do stand by this app. Thank you for partnering with us. Jeez.
Jesu Christe.
Well, John, what'd you think?
I enjoyed these episodes. I think the third one was my favorite, but I do think... Well, I don't know. Actually, now that you have challenged me on this off-the-dome thought I just threw out here, maybe recency bias is sway. I mean, Atlantic City
was really...
You know...
Wow. Didn't think I get so much pushback on this.
Well, you know, I mean, that suggests to me that maybe you like the second episode better.
That's so.
Really? I mean, yes. I like these both. I thought that they progressively started to synthesize the flavors of Jack Reacher that make the show Reacher what it is.
You
or
sure
at
about
least
that?
what I associate. Well, I don't know. You know, I think maybe it's all falling apart, and this is the worst episode I've seen yet.
Why don't you lower my mic?
You know, sure. Here we go.
No.
Yes, of course. My B. Yeah, no, I liked the totality of these two episodes. I think I like them both better than the first one, just in terms of like impact and enjoyment of
Gotta massage the microphone.
Sure. It's like ASMR for you guys.
Trying to make sure.
Uh-huh.
Sorry. Sorry about that.
Don't be sorry ever. I liked that in the second episode we got more. We got a group scene with everybody just chilling out, and then we got some personal time with what is her name again? I need to commit it to memory. The one who you suspect, who's the numbers.
Oh, the hot
lady.
one.
Yes.
Just call it that.
There's a hot one. Yep. I liked getting some.
There's Neely and the hot one.
Neely and the hot one.
Not to talk down Neely's good looks.
And then there's Sam Rockwell guy,
Pretty boy,
and Jack Reacher, and well, you know, and then there's Orozco and Sanchez and
I'm tense.
And Frenchie or whatever his name is, and yeah,
and then there's New Yorker guy,
New York cop. Anyhow, Yeah, I don't know. By the third episode, it felt a bit more like the balance finally of those, just kind of lived in little nuances and stuff like that, or at least getting closer to that distinct flavor that the first season had with the, atmospherics and the character beats, but also continuing, this mystery.
Why do you want it to just be the first season, John? Why can't you just accept the fact that this is a different season? Just like the books. The books, they take place in different locations and have different flares and different ensembles.
Yeah.
Jack Reacher's the constant.
Yeah.
And I guess Neely.
And Lee Child writes every book like it's just a totally different author. Yeah. I'm so compelled by your spa day over here.
Spa day.
It's okay. I mean, it's not the same, obviously, but can you imagine
It's
Jack
close.
Reacher at a massage or something like that?
Everyone's thumbs break.
Yeah, no one can go hard enough on those knots. But yeah, I don't know. The mystery is mounting. I think it's interesting that we have met, the puppet puller, the string puller puppet master already, and is a character who does not seem in as much control as like the heavy from last season. I think it's an interesting position to put a Robert Patrick in, where he seems, certainly at the outset like he's a menacing kind of guy, but the more we learn about him, the more it seems like, oh, you're not maybe as experienced with this stuff as you want to appear as being, which is kind of a neat thread. I don't know. 3 episodes in, I feel a bit more solidified than I did at the end of the first episode, because the first episode did feel very much like, all right, we got this gang together and we're doing the plot, we're doing the mystery, we're doing all that stuff. But I've been just looking forward to the more nuanced flourishes the show is good at, and I feel like those are mounting with each progressive episode to some degree. What did you think, G?
Well, I think compared to the first season, everything must be compared to the first season.
It must be.
No, I don't have it compared to the first season. I think the show's good. I think it's okay right now. I'm not in love with it.
Same.
Really? Because the way you spoke about it just seemed like the most positive shit I've ever heard.
Nothing could be more positive. I liked these episodes, and I like it. I've increasingly liked it as we've watched it, but I won't pretend that I am as enthralled or joyous about how it kind of is presenting at the moment as compared to
the first season, that immaculate
the
first
Tom
season.
Cruise movies. It was a pretty great first season. I can't deny that it was pretty special.
Yeah. Like right now, there's this show right now just taking on its own merit, because really there's no connection to the first season.
Not at all. They don't even acknowledge really those characters.
Which is what I sort of expected.
Yeah.
I expected that that's what they would do. So I want to kind of judge it just based off of the show itself. I think, though, when drawing comparisons to the first season, that is to say that the first season just felt like it's a very unique type of Southern Gothic investigative mystery show.
Yeah.
With an ensemble of characters that really shined beyond Jack Reacher. And here you've got the setting of New York, which doesn't really feel palpable, or East Coast, I would say. Like, they got Atlantic City in New York. And I don't really get and I thought, like, okay, maybe they should embody some of that a little bit more, because like city and environment. The first season had music tracks. This has music tracks, but except they're just kind of here. First season has fight scenes. This has fight scenes, and they're good here. They don't feel as special.
They feel more requisite.
Yeah. And first season had Jack Reacher. You got Jack here. And they have an ensemble. And last one, they have an ensemble here. And so it's like this similar pieces, different looks for sure. I guess I just don't find the mystery. Like, sure, do I want to find out what happens? Yeah, sure, why not?
That's what you want.
But to its defense, I remembered being here with you in the first season, being like, yeah, I'm not that intrigued by like the mystery itself is not really the main appeal. It's everything surrounding the mystery that is truly the appeal of the show.
Yeah, it's the atmosphere and the characters.
And I can't say that for this one. So far, I think the ensemble, I love the context of it. I love the idea of the characters.
Yeah.
People from Reacher's past, instead of Reacher being like solo, cool, mysterious guy, he gets to share some of the burden here, share some of the grief here, like both like physically and literally sharing the grief, the load of the grief. And people who he's like close with from his past, instead of, wander amidst strangers. And yet, and while I think the chemistry with everyone is pretty good, I think everyone's chemistry is pretty good. And I believe the history, like I believe they all have known each other. I don't just feel like they're just actors cast who are slapped together in a room to pretend like they've known each other. Like I buy that. I can't quite place my finger on it yet. It still seems like kind of a typical show now. It doesn't quite sing of uniqueness other than it feels like a network TV show that has an R-rated flourish once in a while. Like, oh, there's F words here. Oh, it's a little more violent than you would see on network TV, like general network TV. Like, don't get me wrong, network TV can at like 10 p.m. slot shows. Like,
sure.
They can go pretty freaking violent, you know.
Yeah.
But here they won't go F-bombs, you know, and that's about. And then once in a while I do like a cool thing that I'm like, oh, that's surprisingly really cool, you know, like with the backing into the parking lot. That way they capture that shot. Like I prefer when they do something that does embody a little bit more of the atmosphere of the snow falling and stuff like that, or even getting like a super New York cop, super New York detective. Like I really like that. As much as it's like kind of funny that you have like just the most New York detective,
the New Yorkest detective to ever detect in New York.
It helps lend a distinguishability between this season and last, and adds a real personality and flavor. And I think with its main ensemble of characters, as much I like the Atlantic City hotel bonding scene. I think one of them needs to get killed off a little bit earlier. One of our main core.
Probably, yeah.
Because I'm like, I mean, you got the four of you guys together. It's pretty like, you got like, other than Jack Reacher, like, yeah, he's like Jack Sledgehammer. I get it, but you know, there's essentially four Jack Reachers.
Yeah, you all have similar skills, and abilities.
You're four Jack Reachers, and each one of you just has like, okay, like, hot girl is like more enhanced with numbers.
Yes.
Than the other ones.
Yeah, they're all just Jack Reachers with a special skill.
Yeah, like but they all share similar skills.
Yeah.
Like they fight the same. They move the
they
same.
think as a unit.
They think And so I guess they really need to sell it would be more compelling if they really sold us on the danger and the threat. A couple of them were killed off. We didn't really know them. So it would be, I think it would have helped just kind of like flipping some perspective here, or allowing or certain build up to them coming together as a unit again. Like, you don't mess with the special investigator. I'm like, well, I could have used a little bit more of a build to these guys instead of like, you can't just throw that in here without.
Feels like a bit of a meme slogan that they told us. It feels like we were recounted the anecdote, but didn't quite get like the full experience to where we are now clued in on, you know, I don't know, the true charm and earning of the you don't mess with the special investigators sentiment.
Yeah. So it does feel like there's some missing pieces here, or like
it feels to me like something written by different people, or like a different creative voice guiding the show. And I don't know if they had any switch ups in their writer's room, but
I feel like they started tending to, I don't know the books, and I don't Like it's the thing is like it's not bad. It's just not as compelling or as interesting or as fun or there's a lot of every adjective I can think of. I'm like, it's all there,
It's all
just on
technically here.
less of a higher level.
Well, the thing, at least to me here in this moment, not to not to keep going back to the FS, but like what seems different to me is that this feels more like it's being written like this kind of show, if that makes sense. Like it's being written more with the sentiment of like, let's give more cool lines and let's have them like kind of quip each other in a way that feels a bit more heightened. Like that, again, was always there, but it feels like they're writing it more like some kind of tactical thriller rather than like the first season seemed to be like, oh, this feels like it was written to be like some sort of literary gothic mystery that happens to feature a soldier who is highly trained and who can, level anybody. There's like a noirish quality to that. It feels like you're following some kind of anti-hero, and there are multiple genres at work, but it presents as some kind of military procedural thriller. And this feels like it's mostly just trying to be a military procedural thriller and kind of eschewing the other things that it was so charming at being and that made it kind of reminds me of the piece of advice people say. It's like, if you want to write a genre, watch a bunch of different or read a bunch of different genres, read other stuff outside of that and bring that into your genre. And where I'm feeling right now is mostly like this was mostly just fed on the same kind of stuff that this is trying to be.
It's incredibly straightforward.
Yeah.
To the point where it just loses.
I'm just like taken aback by that.
Yeah, it loses a lot of its personality to me, and
it makes the characters feel less alive.
Yeah, like this core of characters, when they're all like really quipping with each other, I'm like, y'all sound the same, and maybe you're trying to tell me that's the point, that y'all think alike because you're one unit.
But there should be some subtle differences if you were all such an ingrained.
But at the same time, you're like, you're a show, you're a movie, you're like, I would hate to watch like Ocean's 11 or something. You'd be like, they all sound exactly the same. Like, no, I come here to watch like distinguished personalities interact with each other.
Yeah, totally.
And for the most part, you all sound the same, and it does make it feel like it doesn't feel alive. It makes it feel less alive, and it makes it like it's just not as exciting. And right now I'm that's the thing, is like I'm not bored. I'm just not as invested as perhaps I would like to be. Like, I think, look, guys, it's a season 2, so you're naturally going to compare it, especially when you're not a book reader of the in general. Like, you just don't like books. No,
well, when the first season was such a surprise.
Well, I think Roscoe, and Henley
and Finley, yeah,
Roscoe and Finley, like black detective who they keep bringing up. Like, why are you a black detective?
Why are you here? Yeah,
and then Roscoe with her history to the town, who could just be a generic cop character. Those two are way more interesting to me than anyone in this core group. Like, they are way more interesting.
Well, and he and Neely, like Neely was such an interesting presence and an interesting facet to add partway through the season there in the first
when you juxtapose her with everyone else. Though.
Yeah, exactly. There's contrast, and it's like, I think there's a way to make it work with a bunch of people who are cut from the same cloth and who share a bunch of like experience. It's like the first season had all the flashbacks, and I felt like those, even though those served a function in the present timeline of the story, I felt like we were spending time getting to know Jack Reacher throughout that. And I feel like the flashbacks here ought to serve a similar purpose, and they kind of do, but they still feel more like information delivery than they do like, let's dive into the character for a second and develop them. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like there's much of a character story beyond the plot.
No, there's not. And that's exactly what I was trying to bring up earlier, was that the first season, I remember the mystery being kind of whatever. I kind of am interested in the mystery, but it's everything around the mystery that makes the show so great.
Yeah, the mystery's cool,
and
but
here
I'm
it's
happy
like
for all the
it's
stuff.
all about the plot and the investigation, and I'm like, but the personalities of the characters, I'm not loving. Like I'd rather be here just because I like Jack Reacher.
Yeah, I like what this show does, so I'm willing to give the benefit of the doubt and to give a while to see where they take this.
And I'd rather, yeah, I will gladly wait. But you know, when you do a 3-episode premiere, I expect to. I'm naturally just. I wish I was more hooked by everything that's happening. But right now, yeah, I'm not like chomping at the bit to watch episode 4.
Yeah, I don't think it's unfair to ask. I don't know, because the things we keep comparing to are broad. I don't think it's unfair to be like, I should feel the time and place, and I feel like New York, Atlantic City, these are places that have their own personality, that have their own life. We should feel like we're there. And the music, like they clearly are making a point to have it. So like make it meaningful like you did the first time, or at least clue us in somehow rather than just having them talk over it and me going, I like that there's music because that's kind of realistic, but also the sound mix is a little bit like I'm not focused on the right thing right now. And I just don't think it's unfair to ask for those things when that's what set the show apart initially, was the tone, the atmosphere, the place, the characters. Oh, and hey, it just so happens that there are great striking fights. It's the other thing too, is like the fight scenes are fine, but in the first season there were moments where tons and tons of moments where it's like there was distinctive, impactful, and I don't know, just sort of like less chop, and it's not even that the action here is shot or edited poorly. It's just like there was something that was almost like sumptuous about it the first time. And it was really pronounced and it really crunched. And like it does in the moment. Like I think him kicking in the hood of the car is the most impactful piece of that here. And even the villains and stuff like that, it's like, I think it's a cool subversion that we know that Robert Patrick is at least, pretty much behind this or is a big player in this. But, the first season also has that contrast where they build up at least the villains with some pretty horrific, like, murder scenes, and you're investigating that stuff and being like, wow, they nailed this guy to a wall. That's really stark and upsetting, And there's not really much of that kind of thing either, really. Like, even when it goes back, I remember we had a moment in one of these episodes where we were like, oh, that's right, they do some messed up stuff sometimes on this show. I don't even really feel like that is gonna happen. Or if it does happen, I'll be kind of like, oh, that's right. Whereas before it felt like, yeah, those things would just happen appropriately at times when, you're coming across a crime scene or in the midst of some kind of scuffle or whatever. I don't know. I hate you, but not as much as I hate anything that's not season 1 of Jack Reacher. What do you guys think? Are you just as satisfied as you were before?
Yeah, I'm a little tired. I'm a little tired now.
Oh,
I'm a little more
nap, Reacher.
I'm willing before I cast a full judgment on it. I would rather wait because I'm like, the show's done enough good.
Yeah.
And there's enough qualities.
I'm rooting for him.
But right now, everything's just sort of...
It's decent.
Because this could very well be a first season. That's my point.
It feels like it.
And if this was a first season, and I feel like you can do that with Jack, from what I know about Jack Reacher, the novels, from even watching the movies, like, every new one is like a new start.
Yeah, new thing, new story. Yeah. They're episodic for the most part.
Yeah, and I other than some characters can carry over, you can. Sometimes it could just be a new jumping off point for someone. They don't have to start at the first Jack Reacher book,
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, you could start with any of these. Here are the best ones you might be interested in trying.
Yeah, because from my understanding, not even like the first season is based off of the first book, right? Yeah, it's like I don't know, whatever. And same thing here. Yeah. So my point being with that is, if this was a first season, I'd be like, it's fine.
This is about what I expected. A Jack Reacher show to be.
Really need to watch the rest of the
Whereas
here I'm like, I'm continuing it because I really love the first season.
The first season left such an impression.
And I'm really holding out here.
And it defied so beautifully the expectation of what you thought it would be.
And frankly, the last thing I'll say is that on the idea of a unit is cool, but at the same time, that kind of strips away what makes Jack Reacher special. Is that you ruin the specialty because the idea is you place this special anomaly of a military human being, buff dude with this crazy Sherlock Holmes mind in the middle of like normalcy.
Yeah,
When you got like 4 of them, you kind of, and then you're following that, and he's accompanied by that. Sometimes he's even asking questions to the group where I'm going, I feel like Jack Reacher would know that.
Know this. Yeah.
But he has to ask it now because he's with the group.
And I think I don't think that couldn't work, but I think that's definitely the hazard is, now Jack isn't as special of a presence because there are a bunch of people who can do what he does and probably have a similar mindset, but also they haven't really, at least yet in the present day. It's like in the past, you at least have the hierarchy and, the dynamic of his leadership. Whereas here, they're all kind of on equal footing.
Well, it's like, the other thing too is Jack Reacher is, like he's the drifter. He's like, doesn't have any money.
Yes.
Not much of an identity.
Yeah.
He's still got a scrap. Whereas here is kind of like he's taken care of.
Yeah.
He's got everyone taking care of him. So that's why I'm like, that's why I'm saying, I feel like you got to kill off one of the 4 earlier on.
You got to create some problems.
You got to really put them in a bind or something like that. Because right now when I boil it down to something really simple, at the simplest, if you made it this far, is I don't feel any tension and I don't feel any stakes. So when you don't have those qualities, which is like the driving force, the most basic driving force of any television, other than like right now all I got is baseline likability for everything. And nothing is egregiously bad.
He needs to go talk to the gun guy more so we can have any other character who's just like a person in town.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Because that was one scene that reminded me of some of the lovely types of character moments Reacher can provide. And I mean, not that it's the best one, but yeah.
Well, that's why I like the scene with him being arrested and the cop because that puts him out of his power position, and it's a game of power dynamics again,
and it's fun to see the cop actually arise as a character that we can like and trust.
Yeah, and that was a nice subversion where I
Yeah.
thought he might have just been another bad guy following as well, or he could have been a crooked cop.
Yeah,
and so, but I'm like, I really believe this guy is a good guy.
Yeah, and I like the guy, the AM guy they're chasing around the country, sort of, but I feel like because he is also a trope of like, calm, collected, laconic hitman guy, I feel like that, again, you need some contrast to really sell that so that it doesn't just feel like a Bourne, pull or something like that.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. They got all they need to cook with. I just hope that they kick it up a notch.
Yeah, for reals, man.
Emerald Lagasse. Put some more seasoning on this. It's a very workmanlike meal right now.
All righty, guys. Well, leave your thoughts down below. What'd you think about Jack Reacher Season 2 premieres? Much love to everyone. And let's keep going, at least for our end. I'm sure there's a lot of people who really love it. And
still looking forward.
Happy you do. So let's see what it's like going with open minds as the season progresses. We'll see what goes on. Thank you guys so much for being here. We'll talk to you all soon. All right, John, pick a name.
Let's do this thing. Let's do Anissa, Oliva.
Anissa, you know what you're getting for Christmas this year? Anissa, you're going to get 2 first-class tickets to Houston.
Yes.
That's right. You
via the Dallas-Fort Worth airport.
Where did she live in Texas? This joke
goodness.
would be. I would have landed this perfectly if I remembered specifically what city.
The only city that I associate people I know with living in is Austin, and I don't feel like that's right.
I don't think she's actually in Austin. She might actually be in Houston.
Wait a minute. Well, she got us that sand. You remember that? The bottled sand, which I have on one of my shelves. I don't know where your bottle is.
It's right there.
Then maybe that is from her sacred homeland of Port Aransas, Texas. Or maybe she just took a trip to Port Aransas, Texas.
You know what you're getting for Christmas? A take 2. And on your take 2, you are going to be getting a mannequin of John Humphrey.
Oh!
It's going to be like one of those wax museum ones of John.
Yes.
And we will keep it at your nearest Arco gas station.
Oh, yeah, with the dinosaur.
Always in the bathroom that way with the dinosaur.
Don't they have a No, I'm thinking of a different station. Or the Pegasus. Either way, the gas station bathroom.
Take 3. You know what you're getting this year? A Merry Christmas.
A Merry Christmas, a Feliz Navidad, and a Happy New Year.
And a good time with your family.
Prospero año y felicidad.
Merry Christmas, Anissa. We miss you. We hope to see you out here again in Port Aransas.
Is it Aransas or is it Arkansas? That's the problem. States have messed all this up for me. And only me.
Take 4.